Hello friends, welcome. Now in this video I'm going to create a GitHub repository for our project. Also I'm going to fix login attempts because in the previous project, when we created a year ago, we had this authentication. The user will be able to log in using email and password, and that's okay because it's coming by default with Laravel Breeze. And we have 3 failed attempts will lock the user for 5 minutes, but by default with a Laravel, we have 5 failed attempts and will lock the user for 1 minute, 60 seconds. So we need to change that, and next we are going to create the model and migrations. Okay, models and migration. Very good. Now let's go and create the GitHub repository first. I have opened my GitHub account and let's create a new repository, and I'm going to name it Filament Employees. Let's go and create the repository and let's copy that, open the terminal and paste that in. Git init, git add, and let's say git add all here. And I'm going to change the username and for me. Okay, now let's say git commit. Good. Git branch. Okay. Git remote. And I want to change this because I have too many GitHub accounts. So let's say Laraveler. And now git push. Come here and refresh. Here is our Filament Employees project. Okay, now we fixed the first one. Next, we need to fix the login attempt. Okay, let's open the VS Code and inside the app, HTTP controllers, we have this auth controller here, a folder which has the controllers we need. This is coming because we have installed the Breeze package. And if I go in the authenticated session controller, here we have this create method, which is going to return the login blade. And here we have the store, which accept the login requests and say request authenticate. So it's calling the request authenticate. So if I open now the login request, we have the authorize rules and we have the authenticate method. Now in this authenticate method, we see first is calling this ensure is not rate limited. And if I go down, here it is. And this ensure is not rate limited is checking for too many attempts from the rate limiter facade. So if I open this one, we have the limiters cache and too many attempts is here. So accept the key and the max attempts. Okay, so login request, accept the key and the max attempts. So max attempts we added here 5, but for us we need 3 attempts. So we need to change that to 3. Okay. And we check for that and we say here rate limiter hit this throttle key. Now this hit accept the key and also the seconds you can see here, and by default is 60. So let's change that to 5 minutes. So which is 350 in the seconds. So let's save that and let's close everything and let's check now how it's going to work. Come here, hard refresh, go to the login, and I'm going to log in as a test user. We don't have that, so just try 1, 2, 3, and now we have please try again in many seconds, too many seconds. Okay, now the next thing is to create the models and migration. What we need for models and migration, we need the employees, countries, state, city, and department. I'm going to create first the country, because in the employees you can see we have the country ID. And if we create first the employees, the timestamp, the migrations has the timestamp and it's going to run first the employee, but the employee has the country ID and this is coming after the employees, so it's going to crash. So first we need to create the countries and after in the last the employees. So let's open the terminal and say PHP artisan make model, and why I have something like this, sorry for that, PHP artisan make model, and let's say country -m for migration. Very good, enter. Next one is the state. Okay, city and department. Okay, city, department now. Very good. And the last one is going to be the employee. Hit enter. Very good. Now let's go and see why we have them open. We have a vendor. So in the models, you can see we have city, country, department, employee, and the state. And also in the database, we have all the database countries, state, city, department, and employees. Let's fix them in the next video. So we need to add all these fields for the employees. For country, we have only the country code and the name. And for the state, we have the name, country ID. And I don't know, so here we don't have the relationship. We don't specify the relationship, but as we can see, the employees has a department ID, so the department can have many employees, and the employee I'm going to create that is going to belong to the department. The same for the city and state and the country, and also the country can has many employees, and also the country can has many states, and the state is going to belong to the country. Okay, now the same for the city is going to belong to the state, and the city can has many employees. Now for the department can have many employees only, just that. And also the employee can belong to the department, can belong to the city, it's going to belong to the state and to the country. Okay, so that's going to be for the next video. We are going to fix the relationship and also add the fields in the migrations. Okay, friends, if you like a content like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you in the next video. All the best.